Hey everybody, Dave here from plastibots.com. Today I am doing a review of the Banggood USB LED 3x magnifier third hand. Comes with many different names, but a bench vise, third hand magnifying, soldering assistant, whatever you want to call them. But basically it's got an LED ring light with a magnifying glass. It's got four call them third hands or four extra hands to help hold your product, and it's got a nice mounting unit made out of aluminum, nice padding all across to ensure that it doesn't scratch or damage where it's mounted, and then it's got a controller for the LED levels and whatnot. So I'm going to mount this guy and we'll do some playing with it here, so just bear with me for a second while I mount it to the desk. Alright, so first off, let's look at the actual magnifying unit and the LED light. So it's got this controller, hopefully you can see this, power, it's got a light level, plus and minus for light level, this guy here and this guy here, plus a switch to change between the type of light. So it's got like sort of a warm white, a blue, a cool white, and then a natural light white. So let's turn it on. I believe that this is the sort of natural light mode. Hopefully you can see that. Dimming it up and down, it's got about 10 levels of dimming. It's quite nice. And then swapping, you get more of the blue cool white mode and then the warm white mode. I'll just use something else here to give you an idea of that. You can see that. So let's just go to natural light mode. Again, it comes with these four arms, these alligator clamps here. They are coated with, or they have a heat shrink tubing, which is a nice addition, so that you don't have the metal, carving up your PCB and whatnot. These little adjustable mounts here are the adjustable holders, so you can actually change the position of it. The only, I think, point I'd take away here is that it's that typical cheap alligator clamp construction where it's this thin steel, and the problem with this guy is that as you clamp this down over time, you'll crush that and then it gets loose. You see it happen all the time with this kind of product, these ideas, so that's something to watch out for on this. The nice thing about these guys is they hold their position well. So I've got a Node MCU here, ESP8266, that I'll just put in the clamp. When I adjust it, I kind of get where I want to get. It stays right where I want it to go. Not so good with this whole mount, the whole spider arm in this guy, in that you kind of put it in a position and it flops. So you gotta manipulate it a little bit, and usually you gotta go beyond where you want it to be, and then it flexes back. So I'm not sure if you can see that. Give an idea of it, some of the magnification that you can see in this. It's quite good, and really nice thing is you can really see. When you do your soldering, I know I'm using a screwdriver here, but you can, you don't have things getting in your way. When I printed my own third hand, I had a problem whereby it had a magnifying glass, it had the actual extra hands, but the LED lights I had were mounted on spider arms that came down here in this area, and it cast shadows because obviously the magnifying glass had to be close. In this case, you've got the LED lighting right in the magnifying glass, which is really nice because you don't get the shadows when you're working, and that's really important. So you get a really good view. Again, hopefully you can see that. You can really focus in and zoom in on areas that you're working on. It would be nice maybe for the magnifying glass to have been a bit bigger to cast a wider area, but oftentimes, at least for me, when I'm soldering, I'm really just moving it around or moving the product around. And focusing on the area that I've got to solder, so I can do that fairly easily on this. Hopefully you can see that. So a nice product. I would take away maybe a point for shoddy construction in the alligator clips, and the actual arm for the magnifying glass requires a bit of finicky, playing around with it for it to get it in the right spot. But once you got it, like I just showed you, you can just, again, move around your actual PCB and your spider arms here to get the right placement of the product. Again, comes with four of them. They screw in. Comes with this handy little wrench to screw in the actual spider arm. The rest just screw in by hand. So you don't need any special tools to do this, and your typical USB power supply, and I'm pretty sure, given it's an LED light ring, it's probably less than 500 milliamps. It would work on most USB ports right off your computer. So pretty impressed. So again, I want to thank Banggood for sending this my way for review. I'll post some links in the video where you can pick it up right now. It's on a pretty good price, at least for Canadian. It's $59. Pretty comparable to what you might buy if you try to find something like this around here. I think you'd find it to be probably more expensive. So I encourage you to check them out. I've been a long-time user of Banggood. They have great customer service. They've always been there to help me when I've had questions. There's none of this black hole. When you send off a question, it goes and disappears. They're very attentive to their customers, and that's why I keep using them. So I do encourage you to check out the website. Again, I'll post links for you. So thanks for watching, everybody.